Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Zio Lounge. It has been a quick minute since we have been live on here. I have taken a little bit of a break just because, it was near the end of the school year, so I was getting a little bit busy. And then throughout the summer, although I was free, I just wanted to have a little bit of a break. So I'm calling this the beginning of season two. But I'm very excited for today, even though we haven't been here in a while. I have a very, very special guest, one of my earlier friends that I've met through this community. He's such a great guy, talented artist, and I'm excited to get him in here, and talk about his work, talk about what he's done in the community. He has really, really engineered a lot of things that have come across different communities, not just including 1/6, but also 112. So I'm excited to bring in my guy in here, my boy Ron, aka Lawless Studios. What's up, broski?
What's going on? What's going on?
Dude, it is such a pleasure to it's such a pleasure to have you here, man. I was reading one of the comments here. But dude, how are you doing, man? How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Excited to be
Dude,
here. Yeah, ready to talk some 1/6
dude,
scale.
dude, I have so much to talk about. Like, it's so insane because although this is our first YouTube live, this is not our first live together.
Right.
We have gone back many years, many years. So before I even get started, I just want to talk about Ron. And I mean, this man put me through college in many ways. Like, he made me, like, I remember being in lectures and he would go live, and I'd be like, oh shit, I'm in class right now. Like, how can I watch his lives, right? Like, and so back before I started, before Reverse Zio was a thing, I was on my personal account just looking through accounts, like people that were using dioramas and stuff. And your dioramas have always stuck out a lot. So and we're going to get into that right now. So that
Yeah.
was one of the main reasons where like photography came about. Because, when you start off, you have a lot of like little like props that come with figures, but you don't have a full set, a
Right.
full layout and stuff. And
Right.
so that was like the initiation to all that. And so I remember throughout that whole time period, pre-COVID, like it was a bunch of streams with you and Phoenix, and
Yeah.
dude, it's just insane, man. But anyways, we're gonna get into you first, so we can talk about you. And I also want to share your page so people can see what's going on here. So with that being said, tell us more about Lawless Studios. And you normally this is as a collector, but
Right.
I think your first passion is also the art itself of creating. So I'm gonna let you just flow free about that, and I'm gonna be sharing your page so we can kind of go over stuff. So go ahead, man.
All right. Well, I'm Ron with Lawless Studios, and I've been going strong for about 9 years now, making 112 to 1/6 scale diodes. Relatively new to the 1/6 scale, but it's definitely fun to like work in a bigger scale, like what we have right here, being able to bring to life those ideas that we had like as kids, from like street alleys to bunkers, tunnels, like
Dude, yes, talk about it, bro. Preach.
Preach. But yeah,
Yeah.
being able to make those things and have some of our favorite characters brought to life, like with some scenery. Like it's crazy what that can do as far as like with our imaginations, photography, happiness. Yeah,
Displays, right? Like, dude, I wasn't even collecting 1/6 scale at the time, but I don't actually know if this was for a 1/6 scale dial or not. But I remember you made this big old Wakanda diorama that was gonna
mm,
go in a Magic case.
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
you remember that. It was
yeah,
huge. It was massive, and
yeah.
dude, like, I still vividly remember, like, that's my introduction. Like you introduced me to a lot of things, but also like that's how I found out about like Magic case and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Yep,
crazy how like one person can ripple across a community and you come across like so much,
very
so
true.
it's insane, man. So but anyways, keep carry on.
And speaking of that diorama, because see, that was still like relatively early on, and so some of the products that I'm working with now, I really wish I could take a second shot at that Wakanda diorama and like do the grass legit, put like the stream where Black Panther and Captain America were fighting at. So yeah, that would be seriously
so
fun.
it's so it's not necessarily here, let me see, it's not necessarily this one. I was trying to see how far I could go here.
It's probably
um
way back. I think that was at least
yeah, so I was looking at this one here, and I know it's not this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is a video here, but it looks very similar to that one, right?
Yes, yes.
But it was just on a. It was it like three pieces, if I remember correctly,
I think
or
so.
was
I
it
think it was,
two? I'm trying to see if I could pull up one where you have like it's just insane details. You know what I mean?
yeah. And see, like that style of grass, like with the static grass, like that's what I would use now if I could recreate that scene. And that actually kind of looks like that little spot where Black Widow and I don't know, I forgot what that chick's name is,
Hawkeye? Oh
but
no no.
but
Where?
blue on Thanos' team.
Proxima Midnight. Proxima
Yeah,
Midnight.
yep.
Yeah, yeah, it does, right? Where she like dug, she went under the little crevice to dodge that little wheel or something, that little round thing that was spinning and
Mhm.
crushed her. Man, so like, dude, some of this stuff, like, I mean, it's engraved in my head. Like the texture in these dioramas, it's it. I know that anybody can pick up a knife and attempt it, but it definitely shows the years, right? Because like anybody can pick it up and try, but like the quality obviously will not be the same until you have those years of experience. You know, you've been doing this for a very long time, and I remember you talking about how you started even before with cardboard dioramas, right?
Yep.
You're like, so
Uh,
give me one second real quick. Let me just get into these comments right here. I got my
okay.
fiance in here saying what's up. I hope her. I wonder if they're watching together, the whole family and stuff. They're watching us live right now, so that would be funny. I got my boy Gio in here saying hello, everyone. So this is what I was laughing at earlier because he's been wanting me to come back on the Zio Lounge, and he's hitting me with it's been 84 years. So,
Oh, yes.
dude, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that's so freaking hilarious. My boy Brick Artemis, what's up, Brick? I know you have your live coming on at 8, man, but thank you for stopping by. Brick's a great friend.
Is it okay?
Also, a six scale diorama. Make sure to check out Brick, and then Brick, you check out Ron's page, Lawless. What do you say? Zio is the world. Is the words of in the words of Charlie Pugh. We don't talk anymore. Oh man, Charlie Put. There we go. There we go. We got to get him in here. Rick. Oh, they're just saying hi amongst themselves. But yeah, man, dude, your work has been insane. Like, even with like different environments, it's not always just grass. Sometimes it could be something like this one here, which I've always been a big fan. I just haven't had the chance to collaborate with you and make this happen. But the snow dioramas that you've done have
Mm-hmm.
been amazing. They're like your work comes off to me in my head also based off the people that you have collaborated before. For example, Sergeant Bananas. He's got
Yes.
crazy shots with this with a it's like a snow diorama that you made with also with like a mountain in the back or I
Yep.
can't remember what it was, but those shots are engraved in my head. I think it was this one right here.
Yeah. Yep. Ah, yeah.
Dude,
That
like those shots are engraved. Like there's things that are just engraved in my mind from like photography and stuff that are just insane, man. Like the amount of detail and craftsmanship. So, I mean, I guess you could talk to us like about what's the process. Like I know a little bit, but like for the viewers to watch now and in the replay and stuff, like what's the process like for you when you're creating one of these?
Um, like as you were showing some of the photos and stuff, like even though the like precision with the blade, right, is like a huge part of it. It's
Oh
crazy
yeah,
how much like composition and silhouette is really like what's at play. Like when you're looking at some of these shots, like if you think about the space that's filled in a photo as far as like with the dio, and then the space that isn't filled, it's like all so important that goes together. And even like with that one, like from the lighting, but the composition and silhouettes.
it's huge, dude. Like I've learned that from you. I think the one thing that you're very I think like we all know you as the diorama artist, but you're such an underrated photographer that I don't think you get credited for, man, because oh, not even the photography, the posing in your shots is insane. Number one, you sell your dioramas based off the poses and pictures you take as well, man. Like
Mhm.
that, I think it's like that's another like marketing tactic that you have that's so good. It's just like you make your dioramas come to life realistically, but then you make them look even more immersive by putting a character inside of it and making it interact with the environment. You know,
Right.
so it's insane, man. It's insane.
definitely
Dude,
appreciate it.
I was trying to go back as far as I could. I actually have a few of these pieces right here. So I
Yeah.
have a few. I have a few of these. This was around the time that I believe I bought the Swamp Dio.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Dude, oh, dude, I love this. I was looking at a picture earlier with this. This is the what Ultron? This is the Revoltech Ultron, right?
Yep. It
Oh,
sure
dude, that Ultron sells for a lot, does it not? I think it was going for a pretty penny, man.
It does. It's crazy because it was like up really high and then it dipped back down. I had seen somebody on Facebook selling one for like it was under $100 and then it went back up in price. But still one of the best Ultron figures, just because, especially in the movie, he had that really like menacing look to him.
Dude,
So
I don't even,
yeah.
yes, dude. I don't even want to get into it. Okay, but I am. So I love that Ultron look. This is the final look. Hot Toys didn't make this look. Hot
Mm.
Toys made like the midpoint Ultron, and
Uh,
then he ended up doing his final like vibranium like body looking suit, and
right.
so there's this custom people have been doing that I'm very sought out after getting over later on in this maybe this year next year, but I have to buy the first the Ultron and then I have to send it to the customizer and stuff, and I've never had a custom figure made like that before that I
Oh,
remember, but I dude, I want that because it just looks so freaking nice,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
but I heard that he's coming back for um I heard that there was going to be a Vision show. Like, I don't know. I was reading that, how there's that Agatha series coming along. Like, that's supposed to be part two of a trilogy that started with the Wanda TV show,
Hmm.
WandaVision, and then it's supposed to be this Agatha, and the third finale is supposed to be Vision show, and he's
Yeah.
supposed to come back. I don't think he'll look the same, but if he did, or if there was a flashback and they re-released them, that would be insane because I think he's such a dope villain.
Yeah. Especially to reignite Hot Toys to be inspired to make a 2.0. Because where they lacked, granted, articulation wasn't that good, but the face, it just kind of had this like dead, kind of lifeless look to it. And so
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully we can get that 2.0 with that more like menacing scowl to him. But yeah,
Yeah, dude, that'd be insane. Brick says he'll check your page out. I got my boy Christian Crosshair Cooper in here saying, "What's up, Zio?" Christian Cooper, he is a phenomenal friend of mine, also a collector. So hopefully, Christian, check out Lawless's page. You could add some spice to your collection by putting some dials in there, man. It really does. I think. Let me see. You've done so much. This is the one that I got from you. I believe this is the Swamp Dial. Is it not
Mm,
right here? Yeah.
yes.
So I remember opening this live one time and I was on Instagram. I remember I was super sick, but I was so excited that
Yeah.
I still pushed through it, man. I was dying. I remember I was dying, but I was super happy. And I've used it for a few shots too. I need to bring it back, but the two shots that I did with it, oh man, dude, they were phenomenal. Oh no, I've actually used it for I think 4 shots that I
Mhm.
remember. But it's just such a great piece. But we could go into your new work. I wanted to go back and find the other stuff, but right now you've been doing really good with the 6 scale figures right here, man.
Thanks, man.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
insane.
I'm trying to find the right formula for 1/6 because, like, the piece that I have here, because
Mm-hmm. Here, let me
the
showcase you real quick, bud. Go ahead.
yeah, so this piece right here is just a little too large. This was like one of my first second pieces, I guess you could say, that I made. I have a picture on Instagram of the first one where it's like a brick piece, but this one again is just a little too large for 1/6 scale collectors, right? And so I've been trying to like scale it down and get something that can fit in the DTOF,
Yeah.
really, sell the scene, and then also present like a really cool silhouette, especially if you have like cool lighting and stuff to where you can see the fan
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I know that for a fact that like I know it won't fit on a DTOF. I feel like this diorama that you have here would be
Mhm.
more for 1/6 scale photographers because you get the
Yeah.
full environment, you get more versatility out of using such a more bigger diorama,
Right.
and this is also magnetized, correct? Or
Hmm.
is this one is magnetized? So for the people that don't know or have dioramas like these, he does some phenomenal work, and you can see. I don't know if he'll show it later on, but they're magnetized.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you
Oh,
want to put it away, like he'll show you right now, it's insane. Like so you can stack it, and it's what, like 3 inches worth of thickness,
yeah,
maybe
probably
two.
about 2 3 inches.
Yeah,
It's got the corners magnetized, and then yeah, you can
dude, and
lock
you
it.
could do so much with it, right? Like you could move that wall. I think like it's modular, so you could do so
Correct.
much with it. You could do so much with it. You're not limited to, only having that set up and stuff like that. Let me get in here real quick. So here we go. Just got Padme waitlist conversion yesterday. That's awesome. You know what's crazy is that Lawless's dials are so good for Star Wars figures because they're always either outdoors somewhere in many scenes.
Hmm.
I think about the Clone Wars; they're in different planets, different environments all the time. So that's one. That's the way I've seen like the work that he does a lot. And then obviously you have like the industrial look, like you have that sewer diorama that has like a sewer and like it's like a not a
Oh
crawl space
yeah.
on top, but it's like a ceiling, yeah, right there, which is insane, man. So this, his Insta's down, linked right here for anybody that's trying to follow him. I got my boy Miguel in the house, Toy Quest 101. What's up, boys? I hope you're doing great, Miguel. I'm excited to meet you up in New York Comic Con this coming October, man. I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited to finally meet you in person. Miguel's a great person, great collector, has very great YouTube channel running, great stream on Fridays, always very fun. So he's a great member of this community as well. I think that's also very important. The
Yeah.
people that are in this community are, you know, follow the right people. Always follow the right people. Good vibes and stuff. So I can
Yeah.
definitely say that about Miguel. I've streamed with him a few times on his channel. It's been amazing. I actually got to meet um, Caldon, the voice of X-Men of Wolverine from the
Oh really?
X-Men. Yeah, from the animated series on his stream. It was, man, dude. It was so freaking awesome. Like it was insane. Like we helped them do like set up the stream beforehand, and it was just funny. He was like kind of like getting frustrated because the technology part was a little bit like newer to him, but he
Hmm.
was talking in the Wolverine voice, and it was cool. Yeah, so it was really cool. Um, Gio, you do need some dioramas, man, and I'm telling you right now, Lawless is the guy for you. Yeah, that looks dope. Yeah, man, it does. And Miguel collects a lot of statues, so I think his statues, a lot of them come with bases, and I think that's what six scale figures are missing, right? I think a lot of six scale figures are missing a dope base,
Yeah.
which I know Miguel knows all about, like having a great base and stuff like that. And so with you, man, like, and people can reach out to you, right? And they could, you can
Oh yeah.
discuss details.
Um,
Talk about that real quick.
I was even thinking for 1/6 or for statues, like as far as the base, if it's something where you have access to like a photocopier, it could totally be something where you send a picture of the base. I could print it
Yeah.
out on my end, use that as a layout to design the diorama around it, so that way you could sit the statue right on top of it, and have it kind of either sink in or however it needs to go. So that's the cool thing about custom dioramas is literally the sky's the limit. It's like, we could pick a basic idea and really just keep building on it with the client. And yeah, so it's definitely a lot of opportunity and creativity in there for cool ideas.
Yeah, man. I'm
Always,
excited to meet up with Miguel. Now, yeah, man,
yeah,
definitely. You're a gem, Miguel. You're a gem in this community. Gonna be on break stream. We'll catch the remainder in the replay. All right, have fun, Gio. Appreciate it. I was supposed to be on his stream yesterday, but we had to postpone
okay.
it to another time. Cal going to be in
Yeah,
NYCC. Yo, Ron, you need to try to make it out to there to NYCC, man. That'd be
I
dope.
know, man. I
You got
know.
to try to make it
Yep.
out there.
One
You can be
year, I'm gonna.
you can be like, I was the IT for the show, man, dude. It was fun, man. That was such a fun stream, man. Probably one of my favorites of all time. Like it's engraved in my mind. Um, but yeah, dude. So let me get this back in here real quick so we can. So like these dioramas are perfect for. I think desktop displays, but even in the shelf, just having a few of these, like this is better than having like one of those hexagonal bases from
Right.
Hot Toys. But also, you could really pose a few figures on here, man. Like you could have him here and like one stepping off to the left, and it looks cool. You
Yep.
know, there's a lot of a lot of things that they can do with these. I was trying to see this one. So here's a little bit more with Black
Oh yeah.
Panther here. Dude, this looks insane right here, man. This is good. I know. Look at that. That's insane, man. I might have to hit you up after this, but like I might
And
end up buying one.
yeah, I got those 3 coming. So yeah, so they're almost done.
Yeah, you were making a few, right? This is the ones here, right? These were right here, or what?
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Yep.
gotcha.
And for some reason that hold on, let's see, hold on, go back to that because I feel
This
like
one?
one of them looks shorter. Yeah. So is it that one? Maybe it is that one, but yeah, it's a lot wider than what it looks like on that photo. And so yeah, I think you could fit at least like 2 people on that
Yeah,
middle
man.
end.
And this is just like insane because you could do a lot. Like sometimes more is less. I think that's one thing that I've always like. That was one of my biggest learning curves in this photography. Is like sometimes less is more when it comes to really challenging yourself to get that right composition, right? Like like look at this shot right here, man. Like, and if they bought like 1, 2 of those and a wall, like there goes a whole diorama. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like it's insane. Like I've seen some of the way that you move these pieces around, and it's insane. I remember buying one for my figure arts, and it was a little bit like this one, but it had water in it, and I was, oh dude, it was the coolest thing ever. It's still the coolest thing ever. Dude,
I know it's crazy how as time goes, and it's like, damn, it's so basic.
Like
but
this,
at the time, yeah, it was like so badass.
Very new right here. Like this is very new of you. Like this wasn't a thing that you were really doing back in the day. So this is like it's like I don't know. It's like an alternative version of what we've seen, but with different styles of rocks, right? Which is insane. It's insane. This is a badass piece. I was eyeing this one earlier. I was like, man, if I collected 12, this one would be perfect because I was like, I could play around with them here. But this one's cool too. But yeah, man, let me get out of here real quick. Bring us back here. What about? Let's see. And you're free to start unboxing whenever you want, bro. I'm gonna start unboxing, and we can just be unboxing and talking. So I know you've been waiting for this for a while, so I'm excited for you. I know you already got the symbiote suit, which I still haven't got in mine, but I am excited. Yeah. I'm gonna so Ron's gonna be unboxing the Advanced Suit 2.0 from the video game. Is it the Advanced Suit? It's called the Advanced Suit, right?
Yes.
Advanced Suit 2.0 from Spider-Man 2. Have you played the game already or no?
Oh yeah, I already beat it. No more like my
dude. Which one did you like better, Spider-Man 1 or 2?
Honestly, I mean, because they go so hand in hand, I'm gonna say number 2 because it's got so many new features. The story's still really good. Like, but the first one. So
The first one, I like the villains. You had way more villains, I think, right?
I can agree.
But Spider-Man 2, the game itself played better. Like I love playing as Miles.
Right.
Miles is such a fun character. Did you get that, Miles, or did you have the 1.0?
I have the 1.0. Yeah.
Gotcha. I have the second one. I unboxed them, but I left them in the box because I finished and I put them back in there. I haven't taken them out yet. But anyways, I'm going to be unboxing this one. This is the So Toys Mr. Knight. Ooh. Or the Gentle Moon. So I have the Moon Knight. So this will be great. Do you have the Moon Knight?
No. Yes, I do. And it's an awesome figure.
Dude, best cape ever by Hot Toys. I can't say that enough, man. I can't say that enough. It's the best cape ever, man. So,
Yep.
but yeah, let me get in here to your questions while you're unboxing. What was your first 1/6 scale figure?
Hmm. Okay, so it was the Iron Spider suit that had like the light up eyes, and yeah, that was the very first one.
You're
Uh,
talking about the one from the movie, right? From Infinity War.
yeah, yep.
Did
Um,
you pre-order the second one, the 2.0?
no, now that I've like been in this for like I want to say like 3 years, like with 1/6 scale. Uh,
Yeah.
the okay, what is it? Alita Battle Angel. Have you seen that figure?
Mhm. I've
Okay,
seen the figure. I haven't seen the movie, unfortunately,
okay.
but I've seen the figure.
The way that I mean, it's basically like a 1/6 scale Mayfix or figure art,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like the joints and all this kind of stuff. That's
yeah.
what the Iron Spider suit should be, because it's like a mechanical suit. It's not a textured material, right? And
That's
so
what I was hoping too, man.
they should have designed it like an Iron Man figure. Like it should
Yeah,
be,
I agree, man. I agree,
and, So that's why I'm not gonna
dude.
get that. Although, it's,
It's in the name, Iron Spider. Like it
yeah,
should have been. Granted, the video game Iron Spider was also plastic, right? Was it not?
um,
The red and gold one, it's also plastic. I think it has hard plastic on it, but
but it's still like a suit. Yeah.
yeah, but I do agree, man. That was one of the things that I was hoping when I saw it. I was like, if they made it like chain armor, like it'd be insane. Oh
Yeah.
shoot! Shows a close up real quick.
Oh my god,
And that boy, dude,
man.
that Spider Man poses so good, dude. It poses so good. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. I mean, you have the symbiote suit, but I think this suit, this material flexes better than the symbiote suit. You get,
Mm,
I think, I want to say you get a better stretch out of that suit, and it
yeah,
heals pretty well. Like, dude,
thanks, man.
it's insane, man. But so your first figure was that Iron Spider. Do you still have it?
No, I wound up selling it because it was
What?
one of those things too where the like so I'm so particular like when it comes to 1/12 scale, and so it's funny how collecting means the same thing is happening with this. So like, okay, for instance, do you have the Scarlet Spider figure?
I do, but I haven't unboxed it. I have like 30 Hot Toys that I haven't unboxed from like 2019. Like I have so many. You have no idea. Like this has been under my living room table somewhere in the living room since out for like 3 months, dude. Like
Mm.
I have too many and I haven't had the chance to unbox them. Unfortunately, I've just been busy. Like there was a lot of stuff happening. Like I had the house when I moved in. I knew I was gonna buy a house, so I was like, I'm not gonna unbox everything. And then we
Mm.
started remodeling the house, so I was out of the house for like 6 months. And so like I'm behind. I'm considered
Uh,
a half inbox collector, half.
but yeah, so the Scarlet Spider, his neck articulation is like a normal figure, where it's got a bottom neck joint, it's got the top neck
Oh
joint.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
literally, and I mean, just think about how often Spider-Man is leaning, but then he's got his head turned like while he's, and swinging and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's like a requirement that his neck be able to lean properly. And so that Iron Spider suit, there was no movement in the neck. The only thing you had was the magnetized head.
yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of magnetized heads because you go to like sit it on your lap or put it on the table and the head will roll off.
Falls off.
Yeah. So
That's
it seems like a
that's
cool idea. It's just in
yeah.
execution is not the best.
See, my first one was the BBS Batman, which I have, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna set it just because like it's my first one, but
Yeah.
I do think that I need an updated one, and I know they're making a second one,
Mhm.
but I still don't think it's good enough. Like I'm gonna see what InArt does.
Mhm.
I'm still gonna get the 2.0 because I like the base and the head sculpt is decent. I just kind of want to see what it looks in person, but I don't think it's perfect. Like I still think they need to do another one.
Yeah.
Uh, but
It didn't before its time. I mean, it still looks good. Like just museum
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, dude, it's good. I have been wanting that. in art to show us already? Because I kind of want to see. Because if it's good and the base is decent, I might just cancel my Hot Toys one. Because I might end up with 3 BVS Batmans and one of them better than the other. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, and that happens. But let me get in here real quick. So here's a question that'll be interesting because I know you have a lot of figures, but and I'm gonna leave this one open for any scale.
Okay.
But when you look at your collection, what figure do you gravitate to the most in your collection? So, like, what's the first thing you see? Like, I know that it doesn't have to be your first figure, but you always catch yourself taking a glimpse at this figure.
Let's see. Lately, it's definitely been the traditional, or not traditional, what is it? The original movie, Black Panther or Civil War, Black Panther. So yeah, that one, and then the renewed Mandalorian figure where he's got the full chrome like helmet and gear and stuff. That's probably one of my favorites.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a good figure though. That was my first Star Wars figure, the Chrome Mandalorian.
Yep. And like, okay, so from what I'm noticing too, right? So you got, oh, that's nice.
Look at that head sculpt. That's a good head sculpt, man. From a third party company to give us this, like,
wow,
that looks really good.
It does look fantastic.
And I've seen people put this on the Moon Knight. I'm gonna try that out. See how that looks. It looks great. And it's a decent expression, I believe, for the character.
Yeah. And what company did you say made it?
This one is made by So Toys.
So.
Yeah, so it's a third party, but man, dude, I've been wanting this for a while.
I got a picture. What is it? The Gambit figure, the one where he's got like the kind of swooping. Tail.
Oh, you have that one or no?
No, not yet. I need to pick him up.
Dude, it is. Dude, it's one of the coolest figures that like. Okay, hold on. You might not like it though because you like your articulation. The articulation is terrible.
Yeah.
The articulation is terrible, but
it's definitely one of those things where it's like, if there's like a bunch of figures to choose from, I'm probably gonna go with the more articulated. But being so limited, because the only other one that we have like 1/6 scale is it Sideshow? Yeah.
But,
and that the face sculpt and the hair is just that ain't it.
But you saw Hano, right? You saw that Hano line?
Not yet.
So Hano is you didn't see the one that they just dropped, that yellow suit, that classic suit, yellow suit Wolverine, or the brown suit?
Oh, no? Okay. Yes. Is that like a branch of Hot Toys?
It's like they call it their entry line, so the figures are like cheaper. They're like 175, 185. But that Wolverine has silicone arms, so it was pretty decent. It doesn't come with a lot, and like I said, they're calling it their entry. But I mean, they already announced a Magneto, so I wouldn't be surprised if a Gambit comes too far behind too. Because I mean, this was the year of Gambit, man. This was the year of Gambit. You know what I mean? Like X-Men 97 and with what's it called? What's the other one? You saw Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert, right? But yeah, sorry, not Mr. Knight. It's what's his name? The Gentle Moon. But thank you for stopping by, Malgus. Appreciate you being here tonight, man. Let me show this off real quick. There it is. So he looks pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. The tailoring is like, honestly, like they this company does really well. Like, I don't think I've had a bad figure from So.
Mm-hmm.
They do some really great stuff. Have you seen their Red Hood? It's really good too.
No, man. See, I need to get on it because So, like I said, I think they're like what Hot Toys was when they first came into the game, like 14 years ago.
And you know what? I believe Hot Toys started as a third party company.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Absolutely. They just work their way up to be, to where they can actually like look for the licenses and yeah.
Dude, hold on. Let me put this on here real quick. Because this looks insane. Look at this. This looks great, man. Sorry, I'm gonna go back in here.
Wow. Yeah, that Oscar Isaac head sculpt is.
Pretty good. There was another company that did this one too, and I think they did a head sculpt, and it wasn't bad either. Like it was pretty good. I can't remember the company who
Mm.
made it, but this looks great, man. Like I hope that we get to see season two. We get the white and black suit. That'd be sick. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave this here for today while we're streaming here. Leave them here.
Did
We're
you
just
have any issues with your Moon Knight feet? Like for some reason the
they
ankle
pop off a lot. They
they
pop
pop
off a lot.
and ankle hinges are, I think it's like clear plastic. So one of mine broke and I had to like modify it to, I had to use like a screw to put the ankle
Oh shoot! Really?
where
I
I
have
was,
not had that issue. Thankfully yet.
like the classic like ankle pivot, being able to do that. So sorry.
Yeah. No. So yeah.
So trying to do something like that, the way that the ankles are set, you kind of have to go at an angle with it. And so, yeah, I totally broke it. And luckily I was able to fix it. But it was just one of those things where when it happened, I was like, the foot just dropped to the floor. I was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Dude,
That was
August, such a nice figure for third party. It is, man. It is. It's a great figure. They knocked it out of the park. August, have you gotten anything recently in? That'd be oh nice. I just read your message, Malgus. Um have you gotten anything new? I can't remember what was the last one you got in your collection. So my boy Malgus is my boy Sean. So appreciate you
okay.
being here tonight, man. Great friend of mine as well. Um, but yeah, let me do with those legs, bro. You gotta be careful with those legs. Like you'll lose an eye if you're not careful. All right, so this is the last question that I have really for you, and then we can just kind of talk and stuff until we play the game. But what pre-order are you looking forward to the most currently? Like, this is a question I haven't talked about in a while, but what do you have pre-ordered like that are you most excited for? I mean, maybe you have a 6 scale figure, or maybe a. I mean, I know you collect 112 as well, so
Yeah,
where are
I'm
you
actually, I'm
standing?
becoming way more selective with 112. Like I
Yeah,
have a couple more gaps like in my collection that I want to fill, but I'm really slowing down with that. But with Hot Toys, right? Okay, so it's so funny because every time I'm like, okay, just these two more figures, and I'm chill out, and then something will drop, and I'm like, oh man, all right, well I got to get that.
yeah.
So with that, I have the Prey figure from the Prey.
Ooh, Hot Toys.
Oh yeah, that thing looks.
Oh my god, that's a beast right there, dude.
Yo,
You know
that,
what? That
oh,
base too. That base on that prey is too little. You
mm,
need a lawless space for that
you do
diorama.
need
For
a
that,
lot
for
of
that
space
figure,
for
bro. You need a lawless base for that. Shameless plug, but
that.
okay. So what's two?
Okay,
Deadpool, you said?
Deadpool from the new
Dude, me
movie.
too, man. Me too.
Um, yeah, it's a necessity. I'm so jealous of everybody that has it already. So yeah, so
Here
that
we
one,
go.
and then the last one is Darth Maul. That'll be coming out next year.
Ooh, you got that episode one Darth Maul with the speeder bike or no speeder bike?
No speed bike. I'm good.
Okay, okay, okay.
Although it look good
I,
on a diorama, but yeah.
It would, man. I'm satisfied with my Clone Wars small, and I think Malgus can talk about. I think he has it too. I believe. I think he got
Mhm.
it on eBay like me, and we got a great deal on it. And I'm very happy with my mall. I got a screaming head skull from another one, and it's so cool. That's such a dope pose. Like, dude, those legs are fantastic, man. You could do anything you want with those, man.
They're like king crab legs over here. Like, holy
So it's funny because so Malgus messaged me the other day and he was like, because I posted that I posted the Kang picture
uh,
and I was like, yo, Malgus, we also need to get you on here, bro. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. But um, he was like, dude, I can't believe. He was like something about like I can't believe you got the Kang, and I was like, dude, I know, me neither. I got a waitlist conversion or something, and
uh,
he's like, yeah, I know. I'm the one that told you. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to my boy August, aka Sean, man. He's the one that was able to hook me up with Kang the Conqueror because I got him through Underground, and it was, it's just like it was. He was sold out on Sideshow, and I think I think because I was like, like part of me was like, well, we probably won't see him after all the allegations and stuff happened, but I still think, like in the back of my head, he was still like he looked so good, accurate to the comics and the movie.
Mhm.
I was like in my head, there's still this vision of him fighting the Avengers and stuff. And let me
Yeah.
get up quick, hold on. But dude, I was so freaking excited to freaking get him. See if I can get him here.
Yeah, he definitely got gypped out on that whole thing. We don't have to go into that, but yeah, I hate that because
Dude, look at
the
this.
he did in Loki. Oh my god,
Dude, he is fantastic. Look at this. He's
bro.
freaking insane. Like, look at how dope this dude is, man. Like, and I love the little levitating look, right? With the
You noticed
canvas.
that? That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, like if you put like I don't know, you can't really tell obviously, but it's insane. And like the colors, like obviously he's from the future and stuff. Like I feel like it matches my room a lot, so it matches the vibe. So shout out to this is all because of you, Sean, because of you. I don't know if you want me to go by we were going by Sean or by Malgus, but dude, it is such a dope figure, and the eyes actually light up.
I was gonna ask you that too.
Yeah, they do. I don't have the battery, so I'll probably see if I can do like an arc reactor for him.
Oh,
But
okay.
he does light up. I actually don't know if the side of the head also light up too, like in the movie. I think it does because it looks see through. So I
Mm.
believe the side of the head also lights up. I'm not too sure, but dude, he is insane. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's just a dope figure, man. It's just a dope figure.
Even
Uh,
the hands, I feel like they've been doing a lot better. Even for
with the expressions, right?
yeah, it's that. It reminds me of like that classic McFarlane kind of Spawn esque, pose with the hands. So yeah, I love that, man.
Dude, he looks good, man. I'm just making Sean jealous. I'm sorry, brother, but I just wanted you to see him up close. But yeah, I was very happy with this, man. Talk about an MVP. Talk
Yeah,
about an MVP here. Let me turn this off so I can put it back real quick.
seriously.
As I knock down like half my collection and shit. But
You're here, man. Like I'm so happy to have this figure, man. Because what was it? I had missed out on the first one, and then when the
yeah,
second
yeah,
one came around, I didn't realize that it was exclusive. Even with Miles, because even at my comic book store, I was like, "That's weird." I was like, "Are you guys gonna get the S5 Spider-Man?" They were like, "Oh yeah, no, we're not getting
yeah,
that." I was like, "Oh, I messed up." Um, so yeah, definitely clutch mode right here.
dude. Yes, dude. So it's funny story. I was nervous when it first got announced that it was like I got FOMO, right? I
Uh-huh.
was like I'm scared that I fear of missing the order, but I ended up pre-ordering it through Pop, and then eventually it went live on Sideshow. And it's a funny story because I was in Arkansas. I was in Arkansas when I was going through the Sideshow queue, whatever, to pre-order for the first time.
Mm.
And this was a long time ago. Fast forward to the day that it gets delivered. I don't know if it was delivered to. I think it was delivered yeah, it was delivered to me. I was in Arkansas. I had traveled to Arkansas to go visit my fiance's family over there. So it's like a full circle. Like I was in Arkansas when I ordered him, which is 7 hours away from me. And
Yeah.
then fast forward later when it actually arrived, and here we are. You know what I mean? So it's freaking crazy. But dude, yeah, man, I knew right off the bat, like I had a few people ask me for it, but I was like, no. I told my boy Ron that I was gonna hook him up with it, and
You are.
dude, I was like, yeah, like a lot of people were like, dude, yeah, like no, I was like, no, man, sorry, I can't do that. Dude, yes, Malgus, wire cape for this is top tier. For uh, Kang, he has his cape is equal to Moon Knight's. It's
Mm.
top notch, man. And so I still have a few pictures that I want to take with him. I want to do one with him and Thanos. I want to take one with him and Ant-Man where Kang actually, pieces him because I feel like Ant-Man should not have pieced Kang
Right.
like that.
Right. I agree. I was
Yeah,
just talking to Phoenix about that earlier. I was like, that shouldn't have happened, man.
My
Um,
boy Mark is in here. What's up, fam? Good to see you, Mark. Man, thank you for stopping by. I got my boy Lawless Studios in the house, man. This dude, like I talked about it early on, but Lawless helped me get through college because, like, I honestly, I don't, Ron, like, I went through a very very like difficult time where I had it was like a family incident, and it was a tough time. Like it was for my family and myself, and dude, like this kept me alive throughout that time period. And I remember you have no idea. And we can talk about this off screen, but it was a real tough time for my family, and it was my last semester. And I remember I had to kind of stop away, but for my graduation, I bought myself your diorama. Like that was my gift to myself, and I remember you hooked it up and you hooked me up with shipping and everything, and it was great, man. Like I'm telling you, it's like I still remember that. So
yeah,
it's an insane time period, but at the same time, it's like always Lawless, always Ron, like all the diorama. It's like even my brother knows about you. He's always
yeah,
asking like, "Hey, what's up with that Lawless guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, like." Dude, just I get the like just being here. I get the itch to go get some pink foam and a knife and just start cutting. You know, like dude, hell yeah, man! I just get a chance to get in there. We got the boy Commander Green in the house saying, "Hey, Reverse Zio and crew, Commander Green, check out Lawless's page. Has insane um, dioramas and stuff." So Commander Green saying, "Hey, Mark, not much. Trying to come up with an idea for a photo. What's up with you, man?" Dude, check out his page so you can check out some of his dioramas, man. Incredible work. We got our boy in here, my boy Renz Talentino. Renz always gives me PTSD because one time I accidentally put 7:30 a.m. on a stream, and he was like, "Yo, are you streaming or what?" It was like early in the morning, and I was like, "Oh shoot, my bad, bro." And so every time he hits me up before a stream or something, I'm like, "Holy shit, did I put 7:30 a.m.?" You know.
yeah.
What time is it over there with you? Is it 9 or is it 10?
It is 9:22.
Oh, so you're an hour. Okay, it's an hour difference. Not too bad. Not too bad. Always stressing me out, Renz, in all the great ways. Renz is a very talented artist himself. He does a lot of drawing, and his work, dude, it's insane, man. His work is insane. We got to shout him out too. Look at that. Look at that. That already looks like a still from the video game, bro.
Right?
That's
Oh my
insane.
god, I cannot wait to work with this guy.
I can't wait to see the photo you drop with this one, man. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's gonna
man.
be insane. Okay, let me get this thing pulled up in just a second. But you do your thing. You show off those. I don't know if you want to show anything off while you're there. Just talk about it. Whatever you want to
All right.
show to the people at home while you're there. It's a free little commercial break while I set this up behind the scenes because I myself was running late today, so
No
I'm
worries.
just trying to set this up. Go ahead and show off whatever you want.
All
My boy
right.
Lawless with his dioramas is it's next level, man. Next level. There's very few people. I'd say there's very few people in the world that could do this. There's very few people that can do it as well as my boy Ron can do it. Um, I'm surprised you don't work on set design, bro. Like, what's going on?
I
Like,
know. I'm
you should
surprised.
be
I don't know.
like we need to get you in contact with like somebody who uses like practical sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which like, did you see Alien Romulus?
not yet, but it does look
Okay,
really, really good.
that movie was great because of the practical effects. You know,
Yeah,
it was really dope, man. It was really dope, and the environment too. Like the actual set was just like like I as an actor, I feel like you would like to have something that helps your job, feel more realistic instead of trying to imagine it. And I know your job is just to act and pretend like it's there, but still.
right. Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like now. Granted, I mean it's definitely possible with certain actors where you can put them in any situation and they'll be fine, you know. But there's just
Dude,
special about the '80s and early '90s with set design and really putting a actor in that mode to like really be,
yeah.
if it's horror to have them be afraid, if it's action, whatever it may be, really sell the scene. And without them being there, it just can come off lifeless sometimes, which is sad. But yeah, let me show you this.
Dude, I know it's insane. Let me get this comment off here real quick. That looks so dope, dude. It does, man. Look at this work right here. This piece, this is one of my favorite pieces. Like, if I did it, if I was still collecting 112, I'd be all over this one, man, because I love the tiers to this. Like, you basically have three tiers. Like, you have the sewer, the second one, and then you have the top.
Right.
Um, there's one diorama that you sold a long time ago that is still in my head too that I always wanted, and it had like two pillars like that. I still remember you had like Naruto on it and everything. Like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, oh my gosh, like we're gonna have to make one, but 6 scale, but like tinier, because
Oh my god.
it's gonna be tinier.
You imagine
Oh
that?
wow. Dude, it does, man. This guy is insane. Just followed Lawless, amazing work. Yes, he did. Featured recently on. He's been featured in a lot of like big photographers, like just recently Patrick, Zord Photography just bought one of his dioramas. Also, Sergeant Bananas. For anybody that follows Sergeant Bananas, has used a lot of Lawless Studio dioramas. Like I think I have a lot of your trees, bro. I have a lot of your trees. Look at that. That's insane. So you could easily put how many hot toys on there? At least one, two, three, four, five, six. At least you can put at least six. Yeah. Let's show this off. Incredible work. Yeah, dude, it does. And Lawless has been doing this for many years, so you got to take into consideration the time that he puts into these. Like these are crafted by hand. Like these are done by hand. So look at that, dude. That's insane.
Let me hold it closer to you.
Dude, we're gonna have to cancel you right now because I can't keep watching these. I might end up buying like everything after this, man.
Right.
Dude, look at that. I mean, we're gonna talk about some pieces for sure after this because I do have some ideas that I need. But man, like insane work, bro. Insane work, truly. It's a work of art itself. You know what I mean? It's a work of art itself. It's not just a diorama. It's not just a prop, but it's more than that. It's art, man. It's art. Okay, so let's get into this game real quick. So let me explain how it works one more time. So, gotta be very careful because the internet will judge your decisions here. Okay, so it's a fun game. It's a ranking game. You have to rank the following. This is a Batman's. Don't worry about Batman's. It's correct. Completely incorrect right here. It's a typo. But you're going to be ranking TV series, right? Some of them are animated. Some of them are live action.
Okay.
And you're going to be ranking them. You don't know what's coming next. So the first thing you see, once you place it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that it's set in that spot, you can't move it anymore. Mm-hmm. Obviously, when you rank something number 1, you're saying it's the best. Okay. And then if you put it at 5, you're basically saying it's trash.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember, you can't go back. And then obviously the chat, you're more than welcome to go and play as you go. Just comment down what you're putting down at your number 5. And then I'll say mine's at the end just because, I already know, so I can't play as we go. So be very careful, my friend. I hope you know this series. I wasn't sure, but this was a great series that I thought about, and I was like, hopefully he saw this. This was a little bit much later on, but here we go with the first one, Teen Titans. How do you feel about the Teen Titans? This is dude. I love this series, man. I love this series.
Was that the comedy one where it was fun?
No, not the comedy one. This was the one with Slade, where Slade was a badass and stuff like that. I'm not gonna persuade you, but
because if there's more, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Also, I've been known to troll people, so like the last one might not be good either. So like you always have to anticipate like the last one could be like Barney, So I hope you're ready for this. Okay, so just pick wisely. Like I've been known to, troll, but here we go. So in at number 5, my boy Ron Lawless puts Teen Titans at number 5. Damn, that's a hit. That was a great show. No, you're good, bro. I think you're good. I think you'll be happy with the next one. Okay. Barney goated. Thomas the Train, like all those old school stuff. Let me actually take off these banners real quick. Barney was like my childhood, man. Everybody's like, yeah, what's wrong with Barney? Barney was my childhood too, man. Like that was like the original T-Rex right there. Like before Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
before Jurassic Park was a thing, like it was Barney. Land Before Time, all those shows. All right, so real quick, you still have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're saying Teen Titans is trash? Oh my gosh. Nah, bro, I love this series. I wish we got figures from this. I know McFarlane brought out a cyborg that looks just like this one. I wish we would have got it more. The live action show was cool, but we didn't get a cyborg. We got a few Robins, and I got the Red Hood from there, which is really cool. But here we go. In at number, well, actually, I don't know where you're gonna put it at, but TMNT.
Oh, okay. And we're talking about the cartoon TV show. Okay.
Yeah. Or just in general, like TMNT. Like,
that was one of my favorites, man. I'm gonna put that one at like number 2.
Nice. All right. Number 2.
Because that's like that's like a huge part of my childhood for sure.
All right.
And
okay, Coco. All right, let's see. Let's see what do you say? Said, oh damn, those all look good. Okay, so we went through these already. All right, let's go. Okay, so you got right now you have your number 1 spot, your number 3 spot, and your number 4 spot. So here we go. All right, Power Rangers. I know you love Power Rangers, bro. I know you have a few figure arts. I know you have like you've used them a lot for your dioramas. I was studying what you had in your collection. I was like, let me go through this. I always try to study like who we're working with. Yeah. Yeah, so Power Rangers, and this isn't just Mighty Morphin. This is Power Rangers in general. So
okay, let's go with 3.
With 3?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. You might do pretty good with this one. I think you'll be happy with this one.
Okay.
I think you're doing great. I think I think you will be happy with your list here. Okay. Dude, Power Rangers though, man. Like I went like it go with Power Rangers in the 6 scale, it goes pretty quick, man. Because like I didn't have any, and then right off the bat, I buy the 5-pack. You got 5 already. Yeah. So like 3-0 made the 5-pack, or sorry, 6-pack. It's a 6-pack. I'm sorry, 6-pack. And so, is it a 6-pack? Yeah, it is a 6-pack. Yeah, because it did have Tommy, the Green Ranger. And so I went from that real quick. Bam, already 6, like in one bite. Granted, I got a good price on it. I got a good price. I think it was a little bit under retail. I think the set was $500. I think I paid $400. So if I do the math, 400 divided by 6 is somewhere under the like $70 range, maybe a little bit, $65 maybe around there. Yeah. But. Or maybe I'm not. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing the math right now. But then I jumped into. I think
it was cheaper to 6-pack, like on site.
Yeah, it was.
We were able to get it even cheaper. That's really good.
And there was another company also that did them. It was an unofficial license. I can't remember who it was, and those came out good too. But 3-0. The price is great. The figure quality is not the best, but it still does the job. Right, it does the job. But the price reflects that, right? You're getting a 6-scale figure. It looks pretty spot on to me. I wouldn't be able to tell you the differences. I'm not that person that will like be like, oh, the sewing here or whatever. Like, I'm not going to be that person. Right. They're amazing for the price. And then ended up getting Lord Draken from Wenzilla for a really great price. I think it was like $80, $70. I don't know. It was going for a little nice penny because JDF had just passed away, but he hooked it up, right?
Yeah.
And then I pre-ordered the Ninjetti 6-scale. He's such a dope. Such a dope Ranger. But then they announced Zeo, bro. And I was like, I can't pass up on Zeo. 50% of the name Reverse Zeo is based off of the Zeo Rangers. I was like, I can't pass that up. So there goes another 5, like right off the bat. So, like you double up quick. And I did pre-order some of So-So toys because they did some of the Rangers that are probably not going to get made too much. Like, maybe they will. But I did pre-order maybe 4 or 5 of them. And then they just teased Turbo. So there goes another 5 if they make that. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna go for the whole set, but definitely the Ranger. His helmet was always.
Which one?
With the Red Turbo Ranger.
The Red Turbo, dude. I'm waiting for gold. The gold Zeo Ranger. That's my favorite look for a Power Ranger. That's kind of why I got that gold the Zeo name from. I like their designs. Like their designs was for me, they were always the coolest.
Yeah,
And I was like Zeo is like, I mean, obviously it was inspired by there, but also like Zeo is just a word that it wasn't associated with a lot of other things. You
true.
know, it's very special. Like Zeo, you don't really like doesn't come up a lot. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So I went with that. Um, but yeah, dude, this is an insane show because it's corny. Like when you look back at these episodes, right? Like you look at this and it's kind of corny, but the figures, like the representation of the character designs, are just so good. Like you
Yeah,
can't pass it up. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But okay, so
At the time, it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah.
works like that where even like TVs now, like if you have a TV from like 5 6 years ago, it just looks old now. Like it's so weird to look at things like that. But yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's
Even some
insane.
like the early Hot Toys where like from Chris Evans to like
Captain America, yeah.
yeah, I mean it's crazy because like at the time it was like that's him right there, and then
Yeah,
the new figures are like, yeah, it was so off, like, but it didn't
it's
seem.
it's because your mind doesn't know otherwise, right? Like that at the time, that's all your mind knows as
Right.
like the currently the best. But yeah, man, definitely up there. Let me get you in. So right now you have Turtles at 2,
Okay.
you have Power Rangers at 3, you have Teen Titans at 5. So you have number 1 spot and number 4 spot.
Okay.
So whatever you put at 4 or 1 will obviously lead the last one to your default. So kind of want to see where you put this one at. I want to know where you feel with X-Men the animated series or just X-Men
The
in
original,
general.
the original
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Or just in general the animated series like X-Men the 97 and then continuation this year. So where would you put this at? 1 or 4?
Man, see, I feel like Spider-Man's gonna be after this, but I could be wrong. So I feel like I'm gonna wind up saying 1 on this, and then Spider-Man's gonna be 4. But
I'll tell
I
you right now. Spider-Man's not on this list.
not okay. All right, let's go with number 1 for X-Men.
You sure?
Oh my
I mean,
god.
you sure? I mean, I'm telling you right now that Spider-Man's not on this list. It's not on this list. But I just want to know. But then also, I might be trolling for number 1. Like I said, number 1 might be Teletubbies. You know, it's up to you. I'm not gonna. I'm telling you, like this is part of the game here. Because if you put it at 4, then you're also saying it's mid. But I like
That's
like
it.
yeah,
Yeah, X-Men '97 too. Like,
dude, Jim Lee costumes are the best. Honestly, my one complaint about Deadpool was that I did not see James Marsden or whatever his name is, the original Cyclops from the X-Men movies, come out in a yellow and like blue and yellow suit. Like
I
that would
know.
have been it for me. I did not need Chris Evans as the Human Torch. If they would have given me this, like if we would have gotten this was my idea for this scene.
mm,
This would have been so perfect to see them when Hugh Jackman was having the flashbacks about his timeline. They wanted him to wear the suit. So that means that his team was wearing the suit.
right.
You know what I mean? So they've done it before where we've seen the cameos, even if it's a flashback or like a scene or a picture. If they would have been like a picture of them, like
Yeah.
in their classic suits, like then Hot Toys could have been like, yeah, well, a scene in the movie. You know what I mean? And we could have seen them, or even better to have seen them like destroyed or something. Kind of like I believe Iron Man in Avengers 2, Wanda shows him a vision about them dying, and like Captain America grabs him by the arm, and he's like, "You let us die," or whatever. It
That
would
would
have been
be
cool
yeah.
to have seen Cyclops do that in the
Mhm.
whole sequence, But damn,
Yep.
bro. But yeah. Anyways,
Or even
wins.
like in the first Avengers, like that one scene, like towards the end, it was like that final kind of battle, and the camera.
Yes, dude. Nah,
Okay.
Z was trolling. Z was trolling. I can tell you that Spider-Man's not on the list. But yeah,
It's not
where are
really-
you gonna put X-Men? Are you gonna go with 1 or 4? This is where it gets interesting, man. This is where it gets really interesting. Because, like I said, you never know what's coming next. I troll a lot, so just know. But I don't know. Your choice.
Um, All right, we're not. All right, I'm just gonna think of this as this is X-Men from back in the day, which at the time, because I was so young, I didn't really get it. So we're gonna put X-Men at number 4. Even though I love how it looked, I was always wondering. I'm like, come on, when are they
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
the fight? You know? And so yeah, we'll put it at 4.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. That
And
means
now,
the last
you don't
one.
have anything different than what you already have on there. You gotta go with what you got. So
No, no, no. You. I think that's what I'm saying. I think you did really good with this. I think you'll be content with this.
okay,
Uh, uh, yeah, dude. X-Men to me was like I as well didn't know what was happening too much, but the freaking designs on those suits, the
nice.
toys, the
Oh yeah.
figures, like remember the Cyclops would light up if you press the
Mhm.
button, like that to me was like I don't know, man, like some of the best figures I remember. And when X-Men Marvel Legends made the Cyclops, like updated Cyclops, it was so cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I ended up getting the Mafix one, but um, I couldn't find that one. I guess I ended up selling it, and then
Mm.
now I'm hoping that somebody gives me a freaking Cyclops at 1/6 scale that's good. You know,
Yeah.
there's one coming from a third party company, but they're a little bit on the they're a little bit on the not so like good reputation.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
no, it's another one. It's like Toys Battalion or something. I don't know what it's called, but I
Mm.
don't know them. At least a flashback telling how his team got killed while Logan is talking to X-23 before heading to the fight. Dude, yes, man. Yes, that would have been insane. I'm telling you, like to see them, like if we get them maybe in Secret Wars, that'd be insane. But
Yeah.
like if we got Hugh Jackman with his team like that, like that'd be insane. You know what I mean? But his planet got destroyed either ways or whatever at the end of the movie. He couldn't even save it, so
Didn't they have
it sucks.
a scene shot with Cyclops like in the suit on the set of Deadpool and Wolverine?
So it's been going around, but I think it's fake. I want to say it's fake.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It looks fake to me.
Mhm.
I don't think I don't think it's real, but I I don't know, man. If it is, I hope it comes out as a leaked, concept art or something, and then Hot
Yeah.
Toys still produces it. But
Mm.
I don't see it happening, man. I think they would have put him in the movie,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
That's
I was surprised, man. I was surprised we didn't even get a Professor X. Like that dude was in Multiverse of Madness, so I was surprised he didn't come back for this one. I feel like with Hugh Jackman, he would have been like, oh yeah, man, that's my guy.
yeah.
But in at number one. All right, man. I think you did good. I think you're gonna be happy with what you left at number one. You're one of the few people that made it through the list. I believe. Yeah, I think you'll be very content with it. In at number one, you got Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yep.
let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what these people are saying. My mouse is over here being trippy. I
I'll
think it
take
might be
that.
dying. Let's see. My boy, Miami's Nemesis in the house. What's up, baby? He's one of my good friends as well, man. Great, great, talented photographer. He's been doing some video work too. He's got a scary collection, bro. He trolls me because I don't collect horror figures because I
Oh
always say,
yeah.
like, I look at my figures, I'm like, if they came back to life, I need to be able to fight them. And like some of like, when you got scary stuff like Pennywise, like that's a different breed right there, man. That's a
Yeah.
different breed. So yeah, he's always getting me with that. Other Say production team did different fake set photos to prevent spoilers. Yeah, I could see that happening. There was a lot of things going on too with the writer's strike, so
Mm.
things changed a lot. DBZ the GOAT. DBZ is insane. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? Is it Goku?
Uh,
I know you like Trunks.
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely like Trunks. I would say between Trunks, Vegeta, and Goku for sure. Like
Okay.
when I was younger, it was Goku, and I didn't like Vegeta. But it's like the older that I get, I kind of like Vegeta more.
You're
Uh,
like, you know what? The older I get, he's the more realistic version of
yeah,
what, like, yeah,
Goku's
man.
positive all the time. Like yeah,
Majin Vegeta though. Majin Vegeta was something else, man.
Majin
Majin
Buu,
Vegeta was something else.
yeah,
Um,
that's so true.
See, I have arcs, right? Like Gohan in the Cell series, insane,
Oh yeah.
right? But also seeing Trunks in the Cell series was insane, right?
Mm.
Like that was seeing him in the Saiyan suit and then getting super yoked too, but also the future suit like was cool.
Mhm.
Um, Majin Vegeta obviously was dope, but I've always been between Vegeta and Trunks and Gohan amongst there. But I always find myself going back to Vegeta because the bad guys are always cooler in my opinion. Like they always have, like they're always just cooler. You know, obviously Goku's loved by a lot of people, but Ultra Instinct is my jam. So let me clear this out real quick.
And he does the smacks the glass out of the way. Oh man, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. Hold on, let me see. Is this the ranking? Yeah, this is it right here. All right, so this is your list right now. Would you change any of it if you were to rearrange it based off of your preference, or would you keep it the way that it is? Because this is a hard list. I'm not gonna lie. I would have put Teen Titans at 5 myself.
Honestly, it's somewhat in the order that I grew up, because Dragon Ball Z was like as I was entering my teens, and then, you know, Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles were kind of interchangeable because that was like right around the same time. I think Ninja Turtles was before Power Rangers, but X-Men. If anything, no, I think that looks good. I'd say that's good.
I think for me, I think at number 1, I would keep Dragon Ball Z because, damn, that's actually tough. Actually, hold on, let me see. Let me think about this real quick. Because Power Rangers was also huge. Okay, so I think Power Rangers was just transitional, I guess, too. Because now that I'm thinking about it, Dragon Ball Z was afterwards. I'm thinking about it the way you saw it too, the chronological order. Damn, that's a good question.
Like, okay, let me ask you a question. So, like for me, all right, so Power Rangers was one of those things where like it's kind of like Barney, you know, where once you hit a certain age, you didn't really tell.
It was a hit.
It was cool, right? Then as you got older and more confident, like in yourself, and you're like, you know what, I freaking love Power Rangers. So then we caught back up with it. But Dragon Ball Z, once I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z, it never stopped. It was like a continuous. Sorry, I keep going off the screen, but it was a continuous. Let's see, Ninja Turtles was kind of the same, where it was like early childhood, and then I kind of fell off. In my older years, so Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, bro, that's a tough one. Now that I think about it, because Power Rangers was so huge. I gotta put Power Rangers at 1, and the reason why I gotta put it at 1 is because my name is literally Power Ranger involved, so I gotta go with Power Rangers.
True.
I'm gonna leave Dragon Ball Z at 2, just because I played a lot of Budokai Tenkaichi. Do you remember that game? I played a lot of that. I played a lot of it, like a lot of years in that. A lot of a lot of my early collecting was Dragon Ball Z. Like a lot of my collecting was the SH figure arts. I'm gonna put Turtles at 4, and then I'm gonna leave X-Men at 3. Now X-Men, similar to what you said, it was a big part of my childhood in terms of the figures and looks. I was too little. I didn't even know English that well to understand what was happening, so it was just based off of what I saw. And although X-Men 97 was huge, it's more of a recent time thing, right? It was great. And if I was to say quality wise, it would probably be 1 for me in terms of quality. Like I think this season of 97 was just insane. It was insane, like quality wise. But I think nostalgia and part of me would be Power Rangers 1, because it was huge. Like I had a lot of Power Rangers, I had a lot of Morphers, I had a lot of stuff. Dragon Ball Z was more video game, and then obviously the animated series, and then obviously pretending to go Super Saiyan in the shower and everything. Thinking you were gonna go Super Saiyan. So then 3 here. I would put Turtles at 5. Teen Titans for me. I didn't watch a lot of Turtles growing up. At least not the cartoon. I did see the movies, but Teen Titans was at a point. Also easier for me where I could like understand what was happening and stuff. Turtles was kind of like going on. But this would be the list that I would have here.
Okay, definitely still a good one.
But let me go back to your list so we can leave it there. So this is Ron. I think you did good. I was trying to get you not to put Dragon Ball Z at 1, because I think, I feel like you would have put Dragon Ball Z at 1. So I was like, and I wasn't sure who to put. Like I was gonna put Spider-Man up there, and that would have been a bigger troll. But I was like, nah, I don't want to. I want to throw him off. But I was like, that's why when you were like, does he have Spider-Man up there? I was like, let me see how I can get this dude, right? Let me see how I can troll him.
I know,
But yeah, dude, some people are always like freaking troll and stuff, but you were one of the more successful people to play this game, man. So good job, man. Let's see, my boy Miami Nemesis has not seen Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers, or Teen Titans, but I think he has in TMNT and X Men. So
Okay.
that's dope, bro. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap up the stream here, guys. Do you have anything you want to say before we go? Like, I know you have a lot of diorama pieces. Talk about where they can, find you. Where are you available at, and mainly, and just
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more. Or any plans you got going on?
Let's see. So right now you can find me on Facebook at Lawless. Was it Lawless Studios Dioramas and More, or on Instagram at Lawless Studios underscore or Lawless underscore Studio. Sorry, I just messed that all up.
Yeah.
You can find me at both of those places. Pretty responsive when it comes to messages. So still continuing on my quest with 1/12 scale dioramas, but also I'm enjoying this ride that I've been on for the past like 3 years with the 1/6 scale. So I have a bunch more rock bases. And again, if it's one of those things, don't get FOMO. If you're so on the rock bases, if you're looking for something more urban, that is coming. So if you are looking for that, just hold tight, and it'll be out within like the next month or so. So yeah, that's kind of what I got.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, man. Well, dude, first of all, thank you for being a great member of this community. Thank you for inspiring, always inspiring, bro. And then hopefully this won't be the last live, because you and I used to do a lot of lives on Instagram, and I know you've been doing some recently. I just haven't had the chance to jump on there, but dude, insane work, man. So I'm excited to catch up with you, and hopefully we can bring you back. Hopefully next time we can get some more. I'd like to get some more diorama artists and have just a conversation about like making dials, because that's a whole topic of a conversation. Like I think a lot of people also I feel like I was your pupil. They like throughout that time period, like I was always asking you questions. I was like, dude, how do you do this? How do you do that? Like, all this stuff. And yeah, I never mastered it, obviously, but it was enough for my mind to stay entertained sometimes. Like a lot of dioramas that I tried doing and stuff. There was one time that I cut one rock, and I was like, this is the closest thing that I would show Ron and be like, check this piece out, bro. Like it was one tiny ass rock that I remember I was proud of, and I was like, yo, dude, I like the way that this curve is here. Like this is very Lawless like and stuff like that, because I was inspired by it, which is insane. But man, now coming to go ahead.
But yeah, even you as a photographer, man, like just the growth, like I said, you're posing, the lighting, composition. It's just like I said, it's been really cool to see. So even you too, man, keep up the good work, and
appreciate that, man.
And being a teacher, like I said, you're an inspiring person, man. So
dude,
glad we were able to connect for sure.
You're a superhero in my mind, so it's like we're vice versa right now. But yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Always appreciate you. But yeah, I saw that. I think a lot of these people said that they followed you today, so that should be good. It says just followed on IG. Amazing masterpieces. Yeah, man. So hopefully we can get you on there, get you back on here. Hopefully we can do another one. I'm gonna try to do maybe I don't know. Like I'm calling this season 2. Obviously, it's a continuation. It's just. It becomes difficult because then you're doing multiple streams a week, and it's like it's like your afternoons are taken up. Like I still sometimes work at home a little bit, so then that takes away a little bit away. So he's saying quiere llorar, dude, that's funny. He's like he wants to cry, but dude, yeah, man, I will try to do my best. I'm gonna try to do at least one, maybe every 3 weeks or a month, just because it takes easier. Like I'm always on Copper Drop every Thursday, which is phenomenal because it's at the end of the week. Like it's Friday already. It's a great time to stream, and then the weekend streams are nice too. But it gets because then you get invited and you're like, yo, so it's hard for me to because this takes away from personal life too, right? Like I need to hang out with other people. So I'm going to try to continue this as much as I can, guys. It's just I'm trying the best to balance life and then
Right.
the hobby itself, because there has to be a good balance, right? Like
Mhm.
you don't want to ever want to feel forced to do anything. This should be, fun, and it is fun. Like getting to sit down here and talk to like Ron, like we haven't spoken in a while, but it's so good to finally catch up and stuff with people and like interact with the chat. So it's freaking fantastic. So hopefully we can get some more coming. Right now, coming to the page, I have maybe a reel dropping tomorrow from the widow shot that I took yesterday, and I posted today. And then I'll work on another picture. I'm still going to work on another cap and widow shot, and then I'm gonna try to get this uh, Knight, Mister Gentle Moon, whatever his name is, Gentle Moon, the third party name with uh, Moon Knight going, and then I want to get Kang out there again. I need to unbox my armored Thanos so I can put them together because I think they'll look cool. And then hopefully, there's just so much to unbox, man. So hopefully we can get that going, create some content out there, man.
That's good
Uh,
for sure. The
this
King.
dude said perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, needs to be balanced. So yeah, man, without further ado, I appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much. Peace.